Start your week with a triple shot of good vibes. This is the Project Joy podcast. I'm your host, Jessica Dugas. Thanks for joining me. Good Monday morning, everybody. How are you doing today? How's everybody this beautiful, chilly as hell morning? I had to about to go live this morning, and I had to turn the fan off in here because I was so cold. This part of my office in my home is like kind of dipped down a little bit, and like you step down from the main part of the house into the office, and the ceilings are super high, and it is freaking cold in here this morning. Even here in Alabama, we're freezing to death already. So I had to turn the fan off, and I'm like running back, and I'm like, oh my God, it's time, and had to push the button. I hope you guys are doing amazing this morning. I'm your host, Jessica Dugas, and I'm super excited that you're here with us for another episode of Project Joy. This morning, I want to give you a couple quick reminders before I jump into sharing what's bringing me joy for today. But in the middle segment, we have it open, and we invite anybody who wants to join us to share a moment of joy or gratitude to the middle section of the show. All you have to do is head over to projectjoypodcast.com, projectjoypodcast.com, and you'll see a little button that says join live. And then you can come live on air with us and share what's bringing you joy or gratitude today. And we would love to hear it. Listen, it's come as you are. We've had onesies, we've had hair caps, we've had bathrobes, and we've had nice, dressed up clothes. It's come as you are. It's come as you are. I just want to say that. I also want to remind you that you can join our text community by texting the word breakthrough to 256-685-7092. And that's if you're in the United States, Canada, or Puerto Rico, 256-685-7092 to receive a text alert when we have new shows go live here on the network. We also have a brand new mailing list happening as well, but for some reason, technology, it's Jessica retrograde, in case you thought Mercury retrograde was over, right? Well, now it's Jessica retrograde. We go right from that into that. And that's when everything that worked during Mercury retrograde now does not work during Jessica retrograde. So fun times this morning. Fun times. So we're looking forward to seeing who's going to pop on during the next segment. And during the next segment, we're also going to be talking a little bit about joy and gratitude, and how important gratitude is to our practice of bringing more joy into our lives. Let's say good morning to the people really quickly here today, because I got to share some things that are bringing me joy today. Diva's next dip is here this morning. Good morning, Diva. We have Dory, my good friend, joining us today. And she says it's cold in Florida too. Diva's next dip is freezing. Divine DNA is here. Good morning, Angelique and Donnell Jackson. Good morning. Good morning. Good to see you guys here today. Make sure y'all pay attention today, because we have so much happening on the Breakthrough Show this week that I don't know. I don't even know where to start. I don't even know where to start with you guys. But I want to start, of course, by sharing what's bringing me joy today. So I got to have some time out with the family yesterday. And we've wanted to take some pictures since we moved into this house of all of us as a family. Obviously, like, I take pictures of the kids, and my husband and I will selfie it up. If there's two people in a selfie, do you still call it a selfie? Can you people educate me in the comments today? Do you call it like I don't know what you'd call it. A groupie? No, that would be like more than two. But what do you call two people? Is there a word for that? I need to know these things this morning. Anyway, taking pictures of my husband and I, right? And so I wanted to take pictures. We tried to hire someone last year around this time, actually. An Ussie is that. You've heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen. You have heard it here first. It's an Ussie. Okay. So we tried to hire someone last year and it didn't work out. They ended up having something going on and then canceled. And then I was like, listen, I was just over it by that point. So we took a couple pictures out on the front stairs. And so we saw pictures. We saw people taking pictures at the park down the road from our house. Beautiful park. Now, while the trees don't change color as much here as they do of what I'm used to in New England, they still change a little bit and it's still pretty. And there's this water down at the park. And I thought, okay, pictures would be really pretty down here when we saw other people taking photos. And so I told my husband a few weekends ago, listen, I want to just go up there and take pictures. Well, you guys, let me tell you the tale. Let me tell you the tale of a little story. No, tell you the tale of what it's like to wrangle 8 people in my house to go take photos. Okay. And how it's always something. It's always something. So my daughter, I go out yesterday to get groceries with my husband at first. And I told him, I said, okay, we're just going to go as we are up to the park. Or I want to go when the sun is just about to come down. So like 4 o'clock. Okay. I want to be up there at 4 o'clock because sunset was supposed to be like 4:45 or something like that. I'm like, I want to be up there at 4 o'clock. Do you know what time we finally got into the car, people? 4:30. And this is why, because we got home from the store and my daughter, one of my daughters, is sitting there like holding her face. And I thought, oh my God, here we go. Here we go. She's holding her face and I'm like, what is going on? She's like, I got an eyelash in my eye, mama. And I'm like, okay, no big deal, right? We'll just get a little eye wash. It'll be great, right? She uncovers her face and her whole, like she's all red and swollen. And this is my daughter who is sometimes a little overly concerned. She loves makeup. She loves to make herself look some kind of way. She's very particular about how she looks. Okay. So she's like freaky. So she was not happy because I was like, I'm not doing it. I'm just, we're going. You understand? Do you hear me when I tell you we're going? And I don't give a crap about the eye or anything else. So he took care. She got the, there was nothing in her eye. She just swollen because she was messing with it. She wouldn't leave it the hell alone. So, and then on top of that, we have our youngest who last week decided to cut her own hair. It is a rite of passage for all little girls on the planet to just cut their damn hair when, last one in the house to do it. So she cuts her. So my youngest hair is like butchered. Okay. She's done a beautiful job. Like I cleaned it up a little bit, but like, so the youngest hairs mess up. My other daughter's looks like she got popped in the eye. Then my husband has started having a toothache. And my husband is already pretty like, short fused. But when he's in pain, it gets worse. So I literally 4 o'clock came. Oh, and then Leah couldn't find her damn shoes. That's why it took us until 4:30 to get out of the house. Luckily, the park's only right here, but we had very little sunlight left. Very little sunlight, and I literally looked at everybody and I said, we're just doing this. Okay. I'm not like in other years, I've hired someone. I have, gotten us the little matching outfits and all of this stuff. And I am just not here for the stress in this life anymore. Okay. I'm not here for it. And I said, we're going right now. We're going to the park. We're going to take photos and you're going to make me happy. You understand? You're going to make me happy. So we did. We went down there and we took photos, and they came out beautiful with the screwed up hair and the pop in the eye and the toothache and everything else. They came out beautiful. Did they come out beautiful because I literally put the fear of God into these people? I don't know, but they came out beautiful, and here we are. And it was a good time. We had the kids, they were playing, nobody cared. They were throwing things into the little pebbles into the water that's down there and chasing each other, and we were trying, and then we were trying to figure out how my son was trying to figure out how to get the timer taken care of put the timer on the picture so we could all get in the picture at the same time. That took another 15. We figured that out when the sun had just come down below the trees. So anyway, it was a good time, and it was fun, and it was horrifying at the both same time. And Dory's, I get it. I have 7 kids and only 2 family pictures. This is why. Okay. I'm glad you're getting a laugh out of it, Angelique, because it was a project. Judith made it. She has figured out the YouTube. I am so happy. Thank you. The pictures did come out really good, and we took them ourselves. Didn't hire anybody, and we didn't kill each other in the process, even though all of this drama was behind it. But it's really about, prime example in that whole situation is that, we're not always presented with the perfect circumstances on a silver platter in life. That's just not how it works. And when we are presented with something on a rusted platter, we have the choice to still see it as a silver platter. We still have the choice to find the joy, find the happiness, threaten the family, and you don't get a good picture. That, so help me God, that's going to be the end of the planet. Whatever you have to do, people, is my point. Is my point. So listen, we are going to take a quick break, and we're going to come back, and we're going to talk to some people. And we are going to, and I want to remind you that during the break, you can go to projectjoypodcast.com and click the join live button to come on live. Next segment, to share a moment of joy or gratitude. And we're going to get into a little bit about the importance of gratitude where it concerns joy as well. So we're going to take a quick break, and we're going to be right back after this. Stay tuned. Breakthroughs are about more than you might think. They're about discovering who you are, digging deep, reaching to the core of your soul. They're about healing yourself, understanding your beliefs, creating a ripple effect. And it's not just those initial moments that matter. It's about using them to bring more joy into our own lives and the lives of others. It's about having fun, letting loose, enjoying every moment life has to offer. It's about finding a safe space. It's about creating connection. Join us each and every month for exclusive programming, where we invite you to go beyond the breakthrough. So we ask you, are you ready? We'll see you online at thebreakthroughshow.com. Welcome back to Project Joy Live. Breaking news, ladies and gentlemen. Jessica retrograde is still in effect because my thing that I've been working on behind the scenes is still spinning. It's still spinning, people. I have no words. I have no words this morning. But I want to hear what's bringing some other people joy today. And then we're going to get into a little bit about gratitude. So, as I can see from the little photo behind the screen, it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Please welcome back to the show, Dory. How?
Hello. I was singing with you. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas.
There we
Puked
go.
up all in my house.
Good morning, Miss Dory. How are you today?
Hi, Jess. I'm great. How are you doing, Jessica?
I'm fabulous, and
I loved your story about trying to get a picture. Geez, Louise, I've been there 1,000 times. My youngest is now 25, and over about 2 months ago, we finally got a decent family picture after 25 years.
Yeah. Yep. It is a real thing. I tried to go back through. I should have brought these on the screen before, but like I was trying to go through, and we ended up getting one picture that is quite funny of my husband and I because we kept laughing.
Oh, that's so cute, though.
Isn't that cute? But
that's like, an adorable picture.
You know, I was like, we were singing songs and just we got my youngest one there. I don't know what she's doing. So it
looks like she's doing a TikTok dance.
Right. We got some good outtakes there from the family photos. So what's bringing you joy today, Miss Dory?
Oh, the cool weather. As you see, I'm getting ready for the holidays, so that always brings me joy. I know it stresses a lot of people out, but for me, I think I'm on a natural high the whole holiday season. Yeah. I'm just this perky, so that's what brings me joy. It's just this cool weather. The holidays are coming. The family's getting together. I'm excited.
Yeah. Yeah. I love this time of year too. It's always felt kind of different to me living down south because we don't get snow as much as we did when I lived in New England. And that always was symbolic to me of the holiday season when it would snow, right? But then I think about the one time it snowed on Easter because the season went a little bit over and that was not supposed to happen.
And you don't miss that, right?
Yeah. That part, I'm like, yeah, by Easter, we should be outside in a t-shirt. It's time.
Right.
But yeah, I started getting, I've been on Facebook. I don't know if you ever see these things come up, but somehow I went down the rabbit hole. You know, you watch one video and then all these other videos just like it are suggested for what you need to watch, right? So I watch one craft video. And now I have nothing but holiday crafts coming up in my video suggestion. And I keep getting these dollar store craft people. And I'm blown away. I'm like, how do you do this? And so I saw this girl make these little decorative trees out of plungers.
Really?
And I was like, get out right now, because that cannot happen. Well, I don't guess who ended up at the Dollar Tree yesterday. Went to the Dollar Tree and bought. I had to get stuff anyway because I'm finishing up making swag bags for our event coming up in December. Mm-hmm. And I was like, I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna get the stuff to make this little tree, right? So I bought all the stuff and I decided I'm going to make two and I'm going to put one on either side of my fireplace because I don't have decorations there. So I got to listen, I got to show you this.
I want to see it.
Keep in mind,
you've never done this before.
I've not only never done this before, but it lights up, and I couldn't get a picture. I couldn't get a picture of it lit up last night because I have to get an extension cord in that room. So it's not lit up in this picture, but will you look at my little tree?
That is adorable.
That is a plunger, people.
You have to send me a picture of that so I can copy that and make it.
I'm like,
I can do that.
I did this. It's not bad.
That's awesome.
It's not
That looks really good.
They have so many things in the Dollar Tree.
Oh, I've been on a craft spree. I have been making wreaths and everything like crazy. I love the Dollar Tree.
I am now obsessed.
Yes, it is.
I have made one tree. I haven't even made the second one yet, and I'm like, I want to go back to the Dollar Tree today.
I wish you were close.
I know we could. I know
we would have a blast.
Don't you have a
she shed?
Yes.
Yes, I have a she shed that is full of crafts. Of crafts.
Ladies, we're having a retreat at Dory's house.
Come on. Everyone's welcome.
Yes. Judith was saying they had a dusting of snow yesterday in Michigan.
Oh,
very
exciting. That was beautiful, Judith.
I saw, oh my gosh, I need to pull this up too. So I saw yesterday, Ted Yoder, who's one of the artists for A Musical Evening of Giving. He lives in Indiana, and he had dusting of snow yesterday too.
Well, I was watching football last night, and I seen it was snowing in Green Bay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was watching the Green Bay game.
I did not watch football yesterday because I was wrangling people, as I have mentioned. But I saw, and I just have to point this out for anybody that might be on the sly watching the show right now. You know who you are. The Patriots slaughtered the Browns. And that's all I'm going to say. Like 45-7, 45, something like that, 45. I just want to say, if you're watching the show on the sly right now,
you know who you are.
I'm just trying to say, that's all. That's all. Divine DNA, Dollar Tree addicts are amazing designers. Yes, I'm in Decorating Divas. So check out that group, Decorating Divas. Angelique invited me to that group. It's such a good group to just be inspired by what people are doing in their homes. But then the other thing that I'm in the one Dollar Tree store, and I don't pay as much attention to that group because all I usually see is like the after. And while it's cute, I'm like, I can't picture how did you take the plunger and make the tree? I can't, I can't envision it. So the videos I love because it takes me start to finish and I know what I'm doing. Listen, we have so much exciting stuff coming on today, and I do want to get into gratitude, but I have to say good morning to another friend of ours that's jumping on today because today is a big day for him and me. I'm actually speaking later as part of his summit. So please welcome back to the show, Shiraz.
Hey.
Hey.
Today is Wealthy Healer Summit Day.
Today is Wealthy Healer Summit Day. I'm nervous as hell.
Come on the show and get your jitters out this morning. Why are you nervous, my friend? Because everything's, you threw this together pretty quickly. And so like, I'm pretty impressed with that because I will admit I'm sitting back and watching the process of this and just nervous for you because of the fact that I like to give myself a shit ton of time. Mm-hmm. And I don't like to not have time. What are you nervous about?
I mean, everything, like it's all coming together. Everything like, if you've ever done a production, you know that you start the production and you put everything in place and it goes and goes. And then as you get close to the production, you're like, wait, what's going on here? Did you do this? I thought you did this. Oh, I thought you meant this. No, I meant this. And then all that stuff starts to happen. So yesterday we were like, oh, what about this? And is this? And then by the end of the day, we're like, okay, we're good. We're good.
Yeah. I can breathe.
Yes. It's all, even doing the show, like these shows and podcasts and, any, like the event coming up in December, like it's, you get in this mode of feeling like almost like how you do with 6 kids of going, you counting them as they come out the door and making sure you don't leave one at home.
Yep. One of my friends keeps saying, how's it going herding the cats? Right?
Yeah.
But we've got 40 speakers and coordinating all them, because it's not just their talks. They have to submit free gifts they're giving to the audience, and some are giving VIP gifts. And we're like, where is it? Where is it? And they're like, this morning, some of them are coming in. Here's mine. Here's mine. I'm like, it's the morning of the summit.
Well, so I got your message that I needed to send mine in, and then I sent it to the wrong damn email. So last night I'm like, why? I mean, I haven't seen anything. I haven't heard anything back. I'm like wondering. And then I go to look at the email and I'm like, oh shit. And so like I sent it again and I'm like, I'm so sorry. I must have sent it to the wrong place. Here's the link. And I know that it went through because I think it's is it Mercy is one of the girls behind the scenes that's doing something. Yeah, I saw her name come through. So I knew that it somebody got it. Somebody somewhere in Summit Land.
Mercy's incredible. She's on top of everything, and we'd just be lost without her right now. And but it's all looking good. We're very excited, and we've got some great speakers lined up. I'm going to give a talk, which is scaring me because I usually just go and riff, but today I'm going to give a talk, right? So it's
you're not doing, you're just talking.
Well, I'm going to talk for a while, and then I'm going to do some energetic magic on the people in the audience. So that's going to be fun. Yes. And then a whole bunch of interviews. And are you on any of the panels? I don't know if you decided to be on a panel.
I didn't see anything about a panel.
Okay. There was an email.
But I'm speaking at, and I did see that you are my person.
I am your person.
You are my person.
It was random, but you ended up being my person. So our biggest problem is going to be shutting up on time.
Keeping Jessica quiet.
I am speaking at 5:30 p.m. Central Time this evening, and with Shiraz, and I'm talking about the importance of sharing your story. And the reason I chose this topic, and I'm actually going to put the link in the comments for you guys, because this while it's called the Wealthy Healer Summit, and Shiraz can correct me if I'm wrong, it's not just about you don't have to be a healer to be a part of this, but if you thought about being an entrepreneur, small business owner, everybody's going to get something from this, because there are so many incredible talks about just different aspects of business. But the reason I chose the importance of sharing your story is because no matter what line of work you're in, it's important because it can really connect you with your audience, and 1,000 other reasons that we'll talk about during our chat today. But it's going to be amazing. And
1,000 reasons. I just told you about the time.
Yeah, no, 1,000. Miss Ford is here this morning. Good morning, Miss Ford. It's good to see you in the audience. And in case you didn't see it, Shiraz, Divine DNA said hello. Hey.
Sup?
So I want to talk really quickly about, today we're talking about the importance of gratitude as it applies to joy. And we are smack in the middle of today's day 15 of my Illuminate Your Gratitude experience, which I have run every year for the last 4 years, this month of the year. And it's kind of stereotypical, I guess, to do a thing about gratitude during the month of what's American Thanksgiving, but Sharad has had his Thanksgiving last month. It
was good too. I was so full.
They do things ahead of time there in Canada. So we do this gratitude experience, and it's about more than just, I've seen so many gratitude things where, I used to do, sharing what I'm grateful for every day in the month of November, or, challenges where people say, name one thing you're grateful for, or 5 things you're grateful for, or whatever. And gratitude to me is so much more than that. Gratitude can be, it's about actionable gratitude and things you can just do and be, as opposed to, just making these statements that don't necessarily mean anything. And so I love seeing everybody that's participating in this, because, it's kind of, makes them step outside of their box a little bit. One of the things that we've talked about this last week, though, is how gratitude you can kind of tie it in almost to the love languages a little bit of how do you usually express your gratitude, and what does it, how does it, what do you see as gratitude return? Because sometimes we don't even realize someone's been showing gratitude, but then we don't realize until reflection, oh, they're showing gratitude because it looks different than what we thought. So I would love to ask you guys this morning, how does it look when you show gratitude to somebody else? We'll start with that. Dory.
Dory's quiet. I have to think on that a minute.
Don't you just say thank you? I'm confused by the question.
No, not necessarily saying thank you, but showing gratitude. So like if you're maybe super thankful and you want to do more than just say thank, how do you show it?
I don't.
You got us both silent.
Yeah, it's because.
And this is why you should have joined the gratitude experience, people.
Well, no, I mean it's just a matter of how things go. Like, because if someone does something really amazing, it's just like, I thank you so much. There may be hugs involved, and that's done. But I don't think I have to reciprocate, because then I'm turning it into a deal and not a gift.
No, but that's not what I'm talking about, though. That's not what I'm talking about at all. I'm just talking about how we inherently show. So you mentioned a hug. So sometimes that's an amazing thing that we can show gratitude in that way. And it's not a tit for tat kind of thing. It's not a, you're looking at gifting someone because they gifted you. That's not what it's about at all. But it's about, sometimes it's nice to be able to just show that we're thankful for someone. And it doesn't even have to be that they've done anything for us, but whether it's making them a meal or sending a thank you note or whatever it is.
Yeah. And that I get, but it's just like, I guess I don't do it when someone does something for me. It's more just the hug, the gratitude, thank you for that. But for who they are, it's just like my roommate Justin and I, we get along really great, and I'll be out and I'm like, let's say grocery shopping, I'm like, ooh, dark chocolate. Justin loves dark chocolate. I appreciate Justin. I'm going to get him some dark chocolate. I hate dark chocolate, so it's not like I want to share it.
Right?
Yeah, but that's good. And that's what I mean by that. It's not a, somebody does something for me, what can I do back? But just showing, being in a state of gratitude. We know from everything that we've talked about in the last 2 years on this show that it can really help us experience more joy in our lives. And gratitude creates more gratitude. When we're thankful, oftentimes it can create a space for other people to say, hey, that reminds me I'm grateful as well. And it just keeps going and growing and all of that. Have you thought of some different ways, Dory, that you've expressed gratitude before?
Well, I think, over the weekend, I went to Georgia and spent the weekend there with my brother and sister-in-law, and they opened their home to us, and we were so very thankful. And I stopped at the store on the way there and bought her a bottle of peach crown that she loves so much, and to show my gratitude. I hugs, of course. But I'm one of those people where, you're opening your home up. I bring a gift. I make wreaths. So I brought her a fall wreath. So that's kind of the way I do it.
Yeah. Yeah, I love that too. Of just, you can show it in the way of gifts. And it's interesting though, how many people think that's the only way, like kind of like Shiraz was talking about, of when somebody gives you something, well, now I have to buy them something, or now I have, and making it this reciprocal. That's not what it's about. But, if you're moved to do that, you certainly can. And, there's just so many ways. And even one of the days that's over the last couple of weeks of this experience, we talk about recognizing when we receive good service, because one of the things that I've seen, especially with my husband in the car business, is that people love to leave reviews when something isn't going well, when they don't get what they want, when something breaks, when someone's mean to them, when whatever. And they really have to fight to get good reviews, not that they're not there, but to get the people to say, I had a great experience in the reviews section, and they're rewarded for that. They're compensated for those things, and a lot of people don't know that. And so we talked about looking at people that give us good service, because so one of the things that I brought up was that I have my housekeepers come every Friday, and when they come, a lot of times I'll be on a call or something like that. That's the whole point of them coming, so that I can get other things done. And they just do their thing and then they leave. They don't even they just finish and go. And so I don't even see them a lot of times before they leave. And I don't always take the time to go on and leave another review, and because a lot of times it's the same girl. And I've already said 100 times, she does a great job, thanks for coming, blah, blah, blah. Well, I'm making it a point now to every single time they come to just take a couple minutes and say, everything's great, she does a great job. Even if it's me saying the same thing, it's taking that time to make sure that I verbalize a thank you, when sometimes life is just so fast paced that we just don't get it in. It just doesn't happen. So little things like that we've been recognizing. And for me, it's so important to have that gratitude and to do it because we want to do it. We talked a little bit about my grandmother, who was like, I don't care if you're dying and your hand is cut off, you write a thank you note. She was just like, you write a thank you note. That's just what you do, period. And if you get a thank you note back, you write a thank you note for that. You just, you just do all, that's what you're supposed to do.
Unless there's a reason that you're dying and your hand is cut off.
Yeah. Be thankful for write a thank you note to your other hand. But yeah, so you want to do it, right?
Yeah. There's one thing I do that not a lot of people think about, but it's really nice, and it's actually kind of fun because you kind of freak people out. And that's, when you're on customer service, you get frustrated when you're getting horrible service and you're like, can I speak to your manager? Because you're just done. But if I get really, really good service, then I'm also, can I speak to your manager? And they're like, why? I said, I just want to tell them you did a good job. And they're like, okay. And then the manager comes on the phone and they're waiting for me to yell at them because I've escalated things. And I'm like, oh my God, Jessie did such a great job. I just wanted to tell you I appreciate everything she did. And the manager's just like, okay.
Yeah, they don't hear that often.
Yeah.
But it goes on their records too, that they got those calls.
Yeah.
Right.
And that's important. A lot, like I mentioned, a lot of people don't realize that people in sales, that those reviews affect their work. And if you call and complain, it affects their work, but it affects it just as much as if you call and say, hey, this was great. This was wonderful. This is a good person, whatever. I love to get customer service people laughing. I am the most obnoxious person on customer service calls. And I had one guy one time whose name was Tony G or something like that. And I said, I'm completely fangirling out. Are you related to Kenny G? And obviously G was and he just he was when we got done, he said, I was literally having the worst day. And I've just been laughing this whole time and, having a good time. Even, I love places like that have, humor in their customer service, because they, GoDaddy, I don't know if they still have it or not, but when you call their customer service, you used to be they had an option to press 5 to talk about cats. Okay. If you're calling about your website, press 1. If you're calling about our email marketing, press 2. If you'd like to talk about cats, press 5. It was just the most random thing. And I told the guy one time, I said, I almost pressed 5. You have no idea. I don't even have a cat. And I just almost pressed 5.
Just to hear it.
That's it.
It's funny. Courtney Lyons, who's actually co-hosting today's summit with me, she's got her website, and how now we have to do that cookie thing. There are cookies on the website.
Yeah.
Hers actually says, like, there's this whole spiel that says, well, we have to click to accept the cookies. But if you really like cookies, here's a link to a really good cookie recipe.
Yeah. I love it. I love that. I will be clicking the cookie recipe. That would be great. Well, we need to take a quick break, but we're going to come right back, and I'm going to have Shiraz tell us really quick a little overview of the summit today, and then I'm going to tell you that we have a busy week on the Breakthrough Show. Dory, are you going to stick around, or are you heading off to do more decorating?
Heading off to do more decorating.
Okay. All right. Well, come back and show us the progress of the Christmas wonderland inside Dory's house.
I know. Yeah, the Christmas puke in my house.
There's sunglasses in that house.
Yeah, there's a lot of lights. Lots of lights.
All right, you guys. Dory, take care. Thanks for coming on again today.
It was great seeing you. Bye, Shiraz.
We'll be right back after this quick break. Welcome back to Project Joy Live. Don't forget, you guys, go to amusicaleveningofgiving.com and get your tickets to A Musical Evening of Giving coming up on December 4th and benefiting the White Scholarship Foundation and Overcoming Odds. 100% of the ticket proceeds are benefiting those organizations. You're going to hear from 12 amazing musical artists, and it's going to be so good. It's going to be so good. I am pumped and excited. But before that event, we have other things coming up, important business to take care of. So I'm going to welcome back Shiraz and another guest, Mr.
Whoa. Hey. She said, come as you are, so I came as I was.
Is that a Mr. Rogers cardigan or a bathrobe?
It's a robe.
Oh.
Yeah. I just came as I was. So I'm coming downstairs and I'm just jump on. I had trouble getting on and I'm like, what is going on back here? And I said to my wife, I can't get on. I don't know what's wrong. But I got here. I'm here.
I'm glad you're here. I am glad you're here. Well, we have lots coming up on the Breakthrough Show this week. So I'm going to quickly tell you about that. And then we're going to hear from Shiraz about the summit happening today, starting at what time?
11 Eastern, 8 Pacific. I guess, what is that, 10 where you are?
Yeah, 10 o'clock here. 10 o'clock here. Well, coming up on the Breakthrough Show this week, I have a few things I want to tell you about really quick. So first, tomorrow we have the season and series finale of Ask Crystal. The series finale of Ask Crystal tomorrow at 6 p.m. Central Time, 7 p.m. Eastern Time tomorrow with Crystal. Then Wednesday, we have Divine DNA with Donnell. You know them. I know them.
Yeah.
Again, 6 p.m. Central, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. And then on Friday, drum roll, please. And we're going to hold back the tears for the season 5 finale of the Breakthrough Show. Oh, I can't believe it. It's always such a bittersweet thing because I love kind of to wrap up everything and be able to look back at the season and see all the fun stuff that happened. But then I'm also like, it's just another, it's bittersweet for me. So, but we're going to have a good time because the show is going to be live and interactive, people. So come and show up and we're going to have a great time. Look for the event on Facebook so that you can have the link to YouTube because I still am banned from going live on Facebook.
That sucks.
With no reason why. I have no messages from Facebook. I have no nothing.
That's not nice.
Love it. Love you, Facebook, so much. Anyway, so not thrilled about that. But if you're on Facebook and you go to the event under the Breakthrough Show, you will see that you can go right from the link to the YouTube and watch the live show with us there. So I hope that you will take the time to do that. Mr. Jackson, really quickly, what do you have coming up on Wednesday for Divine DNA?
With Wednesday, we actually have our I always get this wrong, soon to boom business corner, where we're going to be allowing some of the businesses that we've actually supported throughout the time, and we're going to allow them to come through. I have like 7 different entrepreneurs coming up. So yeah, check it out.
Very exciting. Very exciting.
Yes, a lot of good stuff. So
soon to boom business corner, and it will help you get a leg up on your holiday shopping, people.
Exactly.
I'm just saying. Just saying. All right, Shiraz, give us the lowdown for what's coming up today for the Wealthy Healer Summit.
Okay, so we have we have about 40 speakers that are talking, not all today, but over today and tomorrow. And they've got a whole ton of content. So the Wealthy Healers, it's primarily it was created for healers because see so many healers not making enough money out there. And some of them think they can't because they're healers, and some of them just don't know how. So we've got a whole bunch of extras saying you can do this, you can do this, you can do this. This will all expand your business. And they're going to be interviewed throughout the day. And there's going to be a bunch of mindset work as well to get you going. So that's happening today and tomorrow. And then if you're a VIP on Wednesday, there's workshops, content only, to take your business to the next level. So we've got a lot stuffed in here. We've even got hot seat panels and people talking about if I'd only known this when I started my business. So it's going to be fun. It's going to be like crazy, and it's interactive. When people are talking, you can ask questions in the chat and they will respond to you right then.
Very exciting. And we're saying hello this morning to Mandy Atterbury joining us from across the pond today. Yes, it's going to be very exciting. I did put the link in the comments for you guys so you can click and go. The tickets are free. So I don't see an excuse present here. You can click. Sir, this guess what? If you have to work, there is a VIP ticket that you can purchase and have every single recording on the replay.
Yep. I like that.
On the replay.
See, now I definitely have no excuse.
Yes. That's what we do. We take away the excuses here. Divine DNA is very excited as well about the soon to boom business corner. 7 queenpreneurs.
Yes.
Queenpreneurs. I feel like I'm one of those. I need a sign that says that. Queen Bee, I need a sign.
She'll probably hear you too. Like a bat signal.
Watch her show up in the comments now.
Is it a situation where you have to say her name 3 times and then she appears? Or is that
wow.
Maybe it's like Beetlejuice. Draw a door. Maybe not. But anyway, Queen Bee, if you hear me, I need a sign that says I'm going to put it right up here on my shelf where I can see it. Remind me that I'm a queenpreneur too.
Yes.
And I need a crown.
You need a crown? Oh, you want extra stuff.
Yeah.
You must have a tiara in your house somewhere.
We used to have some because my daughter used to do pageants. So she had, but I don't even know where they are at this point. So I have sashes.
Okay. You can wear that to the show on Friday.
I should. I'm going out today. I'm going to get a crown for Friday. That's it. It's decided.
That's it. Done deal.
That's it. Well, thank you guys for joining us today. Shiraz, everybody's going to get jumped into the Wealthy Healer Summit. And Mr. Jackson's going to enjoy his day at work. And then he's going to be live and in charge on Wednesday night for Divine DNA. Don't forget to tune in tomorrow for the season and series finale of Ask Crystal. And don't forget to join us live for the Breakthrough Show finale on Friday. It's going to be so much fun. And also get your tickets the whole week. Your week is booked. Call out of work.
I know, right? Calling out, Jessica said so.
I'll sign whatever notes I'll sign it. Dr. Breakthrough.
Dr. Breakthrough. There you go. The other doctors are not going to be in the building.
That's it. That's it. All right, you guys, I hope you have a fantastic week wherever you are in the world today. Thank you for watching and listening. And we will be back next week for more Project Joy Live. And I want to remind you to make joy a priority in your life today and every day. We'll see you next time. You've been listening to the Project Joy podcast with your host, Jessica Dugas. We'll see you again next Monday and every Monday for another episode to start your week off right.